The world is currently glowing with the lights of the season. The masses are celebrating the end of a year they barely survived, trading their potential for another week of cheap comfort. They call it holiday spirit. We call it a strategic opening. While they celebrate, we are under construction. Are distracted by the lights, we are focused on the shadows. Every hour they spend in indulgence is an hour of lead. You gain for 22 and 6. The foundation doesn't care about Christmas. It only cares about the work. Stay silent. Stay locked in. The black sheep of the family always. If they keep getting back up again, turns out to be the goat. Stop taking constructive criticism from people that have never constructed anything that you've walked through. Walk forward with more courage and start becoming the man you want to be instead of acting like it and putting it off. If you are obsessed, work hard and put in the time. You will succeed. Nothing can beat hard work. The easiest thing in life is to give up. The hardest thing is to keep going. You can curl up in a ball and let the world beat you to death. Or you can dig your heels in, figure out yourself, and then you dig in and you fight. I had a quote installed on my wall. It says, "May God have mercy upon my enemies because I won't." So let's go. There's people out there that are just working harder than everybody else, and they'll keep doing it. That's their grind. You have to be crazy enough to think that it's possible. That's how you beat the odds. When you believe something is possible, everything else will figure itself out. Normal people get normal results. Weird people get weird results. You literally can't do what everyone else does and not expect to get what everyone else has. You don't want to go run, you go run. You don't want to make your bed, you make your bed. Most of the limitations we have do not exist in reality. They exist only in your own mind. Start questioning those self-limiting beliefs and throw them off. To be successful at anything, you don't have to be special. Yes, have to be what most people are, consistent, determined, and willing to work for it. No shortcuts. At the end of every day, ask yourself, did I get better today? If you do that for 5 years, 10 years, how much better are you going to be? Is this going to make me better? No, it goes. Is this going to help my life? No, it goes. Simple as that. So many lives would transform overnight if they realized, I have nothing going for me really means I have nothing to lose. And that makes you a very dangerous person. Every day when you get out of bed, life's standing right there to kick you in the face. You can't run away from it. You have to take all this head on. Someday I'm gonna change this. Well, someday ain't a day of the week. The best way to fight the demons that chase you in the night is to stop and turn around. Face them. Man up. Discipline your thoughts. Stop thinking too much. Don't go into the past. Don't go into the future. Be in the present. The easiest thing in the world is to complain, blame, quit, and settle. But it takes real work to deconstruct and reconstruct the mindset of an individual when they're trying to change something. The next year is going to go by whether you're doing something about your life or not. Make those incremental changes, and then pretty soon you go, hey, I'm way better off. At the end of the day, I ask myself one question, can I take one more step? And usually the answer is yes. If you can answer that question and not take another step, that is real failure. Until you win, effort always goes unnoticed. Get used to it. No one roots for you until everyone roots for you. That's just how it works. You want to become champion, and now you want to say you're tired. Nobody cares. He was tired. He had personal problems. Nobody cares. No matter how long it takes, keep going. No matter how much it hurts, keep going. You weren't meant to be average. You were meant to excel. A little grind ain't never hurt nobody. If you go through that fire, you're gonna come out real cold. And if you wanna be exceptional, you're gonna be different from everyone else. You can't fit in and also be exceptional. Pick one. When your friends start to say you've changed, remember it's because they don't know how to say you've grown. In this lifetime, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody except yourself. The bars are always open. No matter how old you are, they're always open. You know what's not always open? The opportunity to achieve your dreams. That's not always open, man. There's always someone out there working harder than you. I'm haunted by that. Knowing that someone out there is willing to forgo sleep, forgo whatever it takes to be the best. Here's how to get older without getting better. Keep relearning the same lesson. If you keep making the same mistake over and over, the mistake isn't the problem. You are. Heroes and villains always have the same backstory, pain. The difference is what they choose to do about it. Villain says, the world hurt me, I'll hurt it back. The hero says, the world hurt me, I'm not going to let it hurt anybody else. Heroes use pain. Villains are used by it. It's not over until I win. It's not a spending time getting in the mood to work. Just start working. People think they need perfect conditions, when in reality, starting is the perfect condition. Figure out what you want, ignore the opinions of others, and do so much volume that it would be unreasonable that you would be unsuccessful. You don't have to feel good about it. You just have to keep going. The feeling will pass, but you will remain. You are greater than your feelings. Think about the lies you use to rationalize taking the easy road. You don't have time. That's a lie. Everybody's great when they're not tired. The real champions come out when they're tired. The bad days create the story that I'm one day going to tell myself about what I got through. Without the bad days, there would be no glory in overcoming anything. A habit missed once is a mistake. A habit missed twice is the start of a new habit. Never miss 2 days in a row. I never forget one time I was running by a graveyard at 300 pounds. I looked out there thinking, man, I wonder how many of you are so upset with how you lived your life. And I'm running thinking, man, don't die like this, bro. The man who never fell has no glory. The man who fell 20 times and got up 21 times, that man has even greater courage than the guy who was so strong from birth that he never failed. You gotta do it alone. You gotta do it broke. You gotta do it scared. You gotta do it when you don't have the answers, because you'll figure it out as you go. That's the secret to manhood. Promise me that for the next 6 months, you'll give it your all. No averageness, no laziness, no excuses, just pure effort. Everything that you want is on the other side of hard. You were built to have riches. You were built to have the dreams that you want. The keys are in your hands, bro. The truth is you must keep going because you deserve to see what happens when all your hard work pays off. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. The underdog story is the realest story there is, because when you come from nothing, you appreciate everything. You have to disappear. You stop announcing every move and start building something that speaks for itself. It means doing the work in the dark, building in private what you don't need to prove in public. If you want to be really great at something, you have to have an iron will. You don't want to work out? Too bad. But if you want to get past the guy who eats cake and sleeps, you don't eat cake and you don't sleep. The silent advantage is this: while they're loud, you're building. While they're visible, you're invisible. While they're celebrating what they haven't earned, you're earning what you'll never need to celebrate. 2026 is not your stage, it's your construction site. Stay silent, stay locked in, come back unrecognizable.